Okay, let me ask you something. Are you waiting for something good to happen before you allow yourself to feel good? We all do it. But here's the truth. Your emotional state isn't determined by what's happening out there. Nope, it's determined by your brain chemistry right here, right now.
I mean, we're always waiting, right? Waiting for that one email, or for someone to give us a compliment, or just for Friday to finally roll around. It's such a common trap, this idea that our happiness is on hold, just waiting for some green light from the universe. But that wait, it often just keeps going.
The thing is, we've got the whole formula completely backward. We think the world has to change first, and then our mood will follow. But the reality is, your emotional state is a direct result of the chemical cocktail that's mixing in your brain at this very moment. And the best part? You have the power to change that recipe.
So you don't have to wait around for the world to change to feel better. Your brain has count 'em, 5 specific reset switches built right into its hardware. And you can learn how to flip them in under a minute. What's crazy is that most people are accidentally doing the exact opposite of these things, making their days way harder than they need to be. So today, we're going to learn how to master your own internal chemistry.
All right, first up is the body scan. This is all about resetting your body's internal alarm system. Because honestly, most of us have it wrong when it comes to where stress actually starts. So here's the key idea. Before you even have a fully formed anxious thought, your body is already reacting. You know that tension in your shoulders, that clenched jaw? Those are the first sparks of stress. And if you ignore those physical signals, your nervous system basically thinks the threat is real and starts to ramp everything up. You gotta catch the fire before it turns into an inferno. And the action here is incredibly simple. Just close your eyes for 60 seconds. Do a quick scan of your body, from your head all the way down to your toes. Where are you holding that tension? Consciously release your jaw. Intentionally drop your shoulders away from your ears. Go ahead, unclench your hands. And the result is so powerful. You're not just, relaxing. You are sending a direct biological signal to your nervous system that it's safe to stand down, that it's okay to return to its baseline. The key is to do this the moment you feel your mood shift, not an hour later. It completely interrupts the stress cycle right at the source. Okay, let's move to our second switch, the extended exhale. This is probably the most efficient biological tool you own for shifting from stress to calm. And you can do it anywhere, in a high-stakes meeting, a crowded room, and nobody will even know you're doing it. So here's the simple science behind it. Think of it this way. Your inhale activates the sympathetic nervous system. That's your body's gas pedal, the alert system. But your exhale, that activates the parasympathetic nervous system. That's the brake. So the real secret to calming down isn't just taking deep breaths, it's all about the exhale. Now, the technique is pretty specific, because research shows this ratio gives you the fastest shift. You just inhale gently through your nose for a count of 4. Then you exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 8. Making that exhale twice as long as the inhale, that's what flips the switch. Just repeat that 5 times. And the payoff is almost instant. In less than 2 minutes, really by the 5th breath, your heart rate slows down, your cortisol levels drop, and the prefrontal cortex, the rational, thinking part of your brain, comes back online. You see, you aren't just controlling your mind, you are literally taking control of your biology. All right, on to our third reset switch, the 2-minute movement burst. We're always told that exercise is a long-term game, right? But what's amazing is that a brief, intense burst of movement can change how you feel within minutes, not hours.
So when you move with some intensity, your brain releases a protein called BDNF, which stands for brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Neuroscientists have actually nicknamed it miracle grow for the brain. It's how powerful and immediate its effects are on your mood and your ability to think clearly.
And just look at this. A short, 2-minute burst of getting your heart rate up triggers an immediate release of not just BDNF, but also dopamine and serotonin. You are literally changing the chemical environment your brain is operating in. Your problems don't magically disappear, but the brain you're using to solve them is completely different. So what does this actually look like in real life? Well, next time you feel that afternoon energy crash, don't reach for another coffee. Just stand up. Do 20 jumping jacks. Walk fast up and down a hallway. Or, heck, just put on your favorite song and dance like crazy for 2 minutes. The goal is super simple. Get your heart rate up fast. Okay, let's talk about our fourth switch. This one is a surprisingly powerful tool that I think a lot of us overlook. It's the appreciation message. This little habit triggers a simultaneous release of oxytocin, which is all about connection, and serotonin, which boosts confidence. Now the key here is to be specific. A generic thanks just doesn't cut it. To really get that chemical response, the formula is super simple. One sentence stating exactly what the person did, and a second sentence explaining precisely why it was meaningful to you.
And here's the part that's so cool for you. The act of giving specific, thoughtful appreciation actually produces a stronger chemical response in your own brain than receiving it does. So you get the benefit just by being the one to reach out.
And remember this powerful detail? The benefit is immediate. Your brain starts releasing those feel-good chemicals the moment you hit send, regardless of when or even if the other person replies. The act of genuine giving is truly its own reward.
And finally, our fifth and, I think, most profound reset switch. This is the one most people resist, but it can have the most lasting impact on your life. It's called the permission pause.
Think about it. When a difficult feeling shows up, anxiety, frustration, sadness, what's our first instinct? It's to fight it, right? Or distract ourselves, or just power through it. But here's the thing. Fighting an emotion actually gives it more power. Acknowledging it, on the other hand, allows it to dissolve.
This technique actually has a name in neuroscience, affect labeling. And studies have shown that when you simply put a name to what you're feeling, without judging it, activity in your amygdala, your brain's alarm center, measurably decreases within minutes. It just calms the whole threat response down.
So, there you have it. 5 incredibly powerful reset switches you can access anytime, anywhere. You've got the body scan to release that physical tension, the extended exhale to calm your biology down, the movement burst to change your brain chemistry, the appreciation message to build connection and confidence, and the permission pause to dissolve difficult emotions.
Look, difficult days are going to happen. They're not the exception, they're part of the deal. But you do not have to be a passenger to your own moods. You have the tools to change your own chemistry in 60 seconds. So don't just watch this, use them. You are in control of the switches. The only question is, which one will you flip first?